Hello, my friends. It's your friend Kevin, and today's Wednesday, the 12th of April, 2023. Welcome to your space and welcome to your card of the day. Okay, so again, we're using Guardian Angel Messages Tarot by Radley Valentine and illustrations by Dan Craig. This deck happens to be our Archangel of the Week, which is Archangel Raziel and the Magician card. And this comes from the Archangel Power Tarot deck, also by Radley Valentine. And so let's get right to our card of the day. Heavenly Fathers and Mothers, Father in the sky, Mother in the earth, angels, ancestors, those who've gone before us, beings of the light from all corners and all realms, we welcome you to this space. I set the intention that whatever message comes from Spirit be of value, be of purpose, and have meaning. So be it, and so shall it be. Whoops-a-daisy. Okay. I'm going to put those back in the deck somewhere. That was my messy shuffling. All right. Let's see. Fan them out a little bit. Mix them up. The High Priestess. Wow. So, interesting. We have... Whoop, come on. Let's get some focus going. Yeah. Really. There we are. Come on. Are you going to come into focus? No, stop it. Well, let me just hold this up. We're seeing the High Priestess who brings intuition, wisdom, and patience to us today. Interestingly enough, on this pillar, we've got the Moon card, and on this pillar, we've got the Moon card, but yet shining bright behind the High Priestess is the Sun. She carries with her a scroll, and this is ancient wisdom from our ancestors from the other side. And on the bottom, we've got these two birds, two pigeons. I'd say that, the High Priestess represents your intuitive nature, represents being guided pretty much by spirit. And it's also the second, well, actually the third card of the Major Arcana card. So when the High Priestess shows up, particularly when it comes in for the day's reading, you just bask in your own joy, peace, peaceful interactions with other people, and perhaps sit today with your angels, your guardian angels, your spirit guides, even the ones who have passed before. Just this morning in a meditation, I was thanking my guardian angels and, any of my ascended relatives of two aunts on my mother's side that passed in the last 6 months, and, bringing their love and their joy and hoping their transition into spirit was joyful, was without any incident or event, and that now they can take their rightful place where they've always known. And I feel confident with that. And then there was a celebrity man that I didn't know personally, met them long years ago, way long years ago, and who recently passed, and their spirit has been around. So you might find that today you're in remembrance of those who have gone before, and using the Magician, Archangel Raziel, who sits at the throne of God and brings God's secrets. Perhaps there are some messages that you're looking to get from someone who is in spirit now. Perhaps you yourself are wanting to open up your skills as a medium, where the High Priestess is basically saying, this is a good thing for you. You've got amazing wisdom. And this is a day about ancient and amazing wisdom that lives and lies within us. But we've kind of got to step aside from our physical trappings. You've got these beautiful columns in a very somewhat celestial type of setting in this card. And it may be that you are in the mode to create a sacred space within your home, a sacred space within your garden. But this is a day to really convene and to really communicate with spirit. Take some quiet time. Listen to the voice of the high priestess, the voice of the divine, the voice of your guardian angels as they reach out to you, even if it's just to give you some support. If you are new to meditation, perhaps you find a meditation video that is to get in touch with your guardian angels and using the power of prayer. I am reminded of a book by Kyle Gray called Prayers of Forgiveness. I believe that's what it's called. Let's see. Oh no, it's called Wings of Forgiveness. Let me show you the cover of this. They have wings of forgiveness, working with the angels to release and heal and transform. This I found very helpful. It's an easy read. I'm just passing this on to you. For the card of the day, forgiveness and the throat chakra. Just very, very nice book. Good book for a gift too, if you know someone that's perhaps struggling. Oh, now we went out of focus again. There we go. All right. I'd say that today the energy isn't so much about action, but becoming clear on what you want to create along with Spirit's help. So this also busts through, particularly with this Magician card, any false narrative stories that you might have about not being good enough, about not being the right time. You know, we can create excuses. That is of the ego, edging out God. The ego wants to keep us in this safe space. The ego wants to have us sitting in the waiting room of whatever. You know, you've been in those waiting rooms where people do nothing but complain. That's what the ego wants us to do. It takes some courage to sit quietly and invoke the guardian angels and your ascended ones, the ones who've gone before us, and say, listen, show me a sign, show me the way, give me a purpose. And even if it means praying to Archangel Michael that pushes away and keeps us safe from all dark forces. Perhaps you're worried that if you take a step towards more spirituality, some kind of wiki woo woo is going to show up and snap you. Well, I'm here to tell you that if you believe that there is that kind of energy, well, then it's quite possible. I think that we all have the power to pull up any energy we want to pull up, including the dark stuff, which I don't buy into. It's not something I want to vibrate with. I'm about the love, I'm about the healing, I'm about the clarity, I'm about showing other people, listen, you got the power, you got the light, let's switch it on. Let's show you where your own power source is coming from. You know where it's coming from. It's just taken a while to remember it. And this is where the High Priestess comes in. Spiritual growth is something that is a given. It's a remembering that we do come from spirit and this is a human experience. Call it an experiment if you like. I mean, what would you rather have? Something that's joyful, happy, and something that brings you what you really truly want? Or, you know, as I was reminded yesterday, are you polishing other people's jewelry? Are you cleaning other people's shoes? Are you doing things because you want other people to like you? You've got to like yourself, I think. That's kind of what the first rule of spirituality is, getting in touch with your spirit and letting your spirit tell you how important you are, how much you matter. You don't matter any more than anyone else. You're not more important than anyone else. And those who think that they matter more than other people and think that they're more important than other people, they are going to have their bits and pieces to deal with. Their toolbox needs to be tidied up. That's all I got to say on that. Anyway, today, my friends, those I love, take some time for you. Take some time to sit quietly. Do what you feel lights you up. And if you are feeling a little bit like you want to get in touch with a relative, a friend who isn't in physical form, I'm here to tell you, they love you no matter what. Even though you might have some or may have had some awkward moments before they went into spirit, they know it. And I'm getting goosebumps, and they're healing you from it. The point is to heal you from whatever awkwardness you may or may not be feeling. And today is the day to do that. Today is the day that you claim your vulnerability, you claim your awkwardness. It's okay if it makes you weep, if it makes you feel, I don't know about sadness, but sadness is the components that then lead us to working through the bumpiness. Like oftentimes I might not be feeling great emotionally, and I'll have a step back. What's going on? I've recently kind of sort of went through this epiphany, if you will. Thank you, Uriel. About being irritated by irresponsibility. Not so much my own, but just seeing how folks are just not switched on, and just not with it. I mean, awake, if you will. I don't like using that new word that everyone's talking about, so I won't. And then I got a big, huge wake-up call. You're judging. And when you're judging, that's the ego creeping in. It's a bit like, it just creeps in. So then I thought, okay, well, forgive yourself for being judgmental. And it's not my job it's my job to help other people, perhaps. My purpose, not my job. To help folks the best way I know how, to find something in them that really works, but not to judge anyone for perhaps the way they are conducting themselves. That's another spiritual something coming with spirit. Help me to work in a way that's most effective for other people. Help me, show me, give me the purpose that lights the way, that lightens it up, particularly when we're working with or in a culture that is so tense, angry, upset, whatever you want to call it. So today, shed all of that. Pull your angels, your guardian angels, your loved ones, the ones that you want to say the things that you wish you'd said when they were with you. You can still say them. They're listening. They hear you. All right, my friends, enough of that. I love you. Thanks so much for your comments, your contributions. Until tomorrow, be well, be safe, be healthy. Bye.